Good morning and welcome to another Money Mike Minute. So today's kind of a neat topic. It's going to be the Trump accounts. So this is a very unique opportunity for our next generation of children to grow up and have the possibility of starting that wealth building process at as soon as they're born. So these new Trump accounts are going to go into effect on July the 4th, celebrating our 250th year as a country. And the possibilities from a financial counselor standpoint when I start looking at this is just simply amazing. And I think for my own self, I wish something like this would have been in place when my kids were younger. And then I would have taken the opportunity to find out more about it and then actually put it into practice. So the way this thing is going to work, and I will be looking down at my notes quite a bit because this is kind of a big deal. The process starts actually with the IRS. You're going to complete a IRS form 4547. That kind of starts the process. And what's going to happen that first year is $1,000 from the federal government will be added into this Trump account. And as the parents, you're going to be able to also add up to $5,000 per year into this account that will go towards, it could go towards many different things. It could go towards school. It could go towards just investing for the rest of their life. But that $1,000 seed money is going to start the process. Families, again, can do up to $5,000 per year. There's also a possibility of employers actually contributing half of that $5,000 per year. So that's going to be a huge draw for different companies that want to add that as maybe an additional benefit. That hey, we also offer up to $2,500 towards your children or children's retirement account. So kind of a big deal. Just to kind of give you an idea of the size of this, so the federal government is looking at putting a $1,000 seed money up. The Dell Foundation has already pledged over $625 billion into this program as well. So with that particular pot of money from the Dell Foundation, so you could technically the first year, the family, friends, whomever could contribute, as well as employers could contribute up to $5,000. You got the $1,000 seed money, and specifically from this Dell Foundation, an additional $250. So the first year, technically speaking, that new child could have $6,250 into that account. Every year beyond that, $5,000 per year. Now, again, half of that could come from an employer, or the entire amount could come from friends, families, ever how you choose to fund this. So it's really a huge opportunity for new parents. So I can't even begin to tell you the possibilities of this when we start looking 20, 30, 40, 50 years out for a brand new child to start this process. Again, those counts, it's going to be launched on July the 4th, which is a great day to start a program like this for our next generation of that's going to be born and start this process. And this is going to be something that they would contribute and work out through the rest of their life. So with this process, around 18, if they choose to withdraw this money and go to school with this money, it could very well be in the $200,000 range, which would be enough to pay for school potentially. Maybe they don't need money at that point to go to school. Maybe they have scholarships or grants or other stuff like that. Then they could just simply allow this money to continue to grow. Some of the other key features with this, one that I like a lot is the investment has to go into stock equities. So it's not going to go into like a savings account or into bonds, government type bonds or savings bonds or anything like that. It's going to actually be in stocks, which certainly gives the opportunity to much more growth than something that's just sitting in bonds. So I think that is going to be key for this particular account. There's also state-specific people that have contributed money into this program. When I look at the ones that popped up as I was doing my research, Connecticut is one specifically where there is a donor that's going to also do a match to the Dale Foundation. So an additional $625 billion is going to go towards Connecticut. There's also, I seen one for Indiana. There's another company that is going to be, or another corporation that's going to be contributing $250 for every Trump account open for children under the age of 5 in Indiana specifically. So the possibilities are just really exciting. And I look at some of the other corporations that are involved in this, names that you will have heard of several of these. One is BlackRock. They happen to be the largest asset manager in the world. Blockchain, you may know them as Square or Cash App. Chime, Dell Computers, Intel, IBM, Visa, MasterCard, NVIDIA, food companies such as Chipotle, Steak and Shake, telecom and entertainment like Charter Communications, Fox Network, Delta Computers, Uber. I mean, just the possibilities is just is really staggering from a financial standpoint. So another neat thing about this, and then I'm going to kind of close it out. This has kind of been a long one. Robinhood is the one that's actually setting up an app as well as the marketing for this particular Trump account program. So pretty exciting stuff. So what I'd encourage you to do is stay tuned, because we're probably going to have more information on these Trump accounts as we learn more as it gets closer to July the 4th when this officially kicks off. As always, we encourage you to come by and visit us or give us a call. You see our contact information there on the screen. It's Friday, so we have our red on like we do every Friday, supporting our deployed service members as well as their families. Appreciate your time. Hope you have a great day and a great weekend, and hope you contact us with any financial questions that you may have. We will see you on down the road, and have a great day.